I'm Ava, and if there's one thing about me, it's that I love fashion. And dolls. Maybe that's two things. So naturally, I have a lot of Barbie doll clothes and accessories that I feel like you guys don't get to see enough. So I had a fun little idea where basically I want to style Barbie dolls based on different aesthetics with what I already have. I don't really know if this is making much sense right now, but we're just gonna start off with the first aesthetic, which is street style. And although I do have Emily right here, I actually don't want to use her as my first doll to style. But don't forget about my miniature merch. Link in the description box below. I actually want to choose this doll for this particular style because I feel like her facial features just fit this perfectly. But the outfit that she's wearing right now is definitely not the vibes that we're going for. And I will say Pinterest is my best friend for this because they have all the aesthetics down. You just search them in the search bar and they'll really help you figure out what the aesthetic looks like and how you should style accordingly. So if you don't really know what the street style aesthetic is, it seems to revolve very much around baggy clothing, and so that's what we're gonna go searching for. Now, when it comes to my Barbie doll clothing, I actually am pretty good at keeping things organized, and I have them all organized into different like themes. Oh, that should not be in there. This one, for example, is Barbie doll pants, and this is where I'm gonna start off by looking for some good cargo pants for this outfit, or just kind of baggy pants in general. Immediately, I see these ones here. That's broken, but we're gonna pretend we don't see that. These pink ones could be an option. Also, in my last testing Barbie doll hacks video, I discovered that Ken doll pants can actually be great Barbie doll pants, so I'm gonna maybe steal some out of Ken's wardrobe here as well. And you know what, even the pants that she's wearing right now could be a potential option. I definitely want to try on some other pants first though, before we just decide that these are the ones. Okay, yeah, these pink ones, as much as I like them because they are cargo pants and they are pink, they're just not quite what I want for this certain look. And I'm wanting more of like darker tones and not so bright. There's definitely a part of me that wonders why I'm doing this to myself because I am such an indecisive person. And it takes me like hours sometimes just to pick out an outfit for myself, let alone a Barbie doll that has way more options than I do, so. Okay, wait, I think I'm actually set on these pants. These are just so good. These are the Ken doll pants, but like they're just perfectly baggy, and I think these might be the ones we go with. This shirt definitely has to go though. I did some digging through my top bin, and there's actually kind of two ways we can go about this. We can give her like more of a baggier look and just kind of embrace that whole bagginess by giving her like a big t-shirt, or we could give her like a smaller, tighter fitting top. I feel like either of those could work. We're just gonna have to experiment. Okay, this could be the best or worst idea ever. We're gonna see, and if it goes wrong, we're just not gonna ever talk about it. But this is actually a doll bathing suit from the doll tailor, and I have like a vision that probably is not gonna live out the way I want it to, but we're gonna find out. Do I hate it or do I love it? That is the question, isn't it? Okay, like weirdly, this is kind of working. Now keep in mind, I am personally very open to lots of different fashion stuff. Like I love all different aesthetics and I don't have like a particular one that I wear. And I'm always open to like unique things. And I think this is something else for sure, but I kind of like it. And you guys are free to disagree with me on any of the stuff if you want. I always want to hear your opinions in the comments below as we go here. But like, it's kind of good. Like, I don't know. And this thing was the fight of my life to tie up, so I'm not really in a huge rush to take this thing off right now. Okay, and if we are actually maybe going to use this, I think to help it out, we could give her this Ken bomber jacket, because I feel like that will kind of help bring back the bagginess that we're wanting. Okay, like I feel like that's really cute, and even if we like kind of took it off of her shoulders a little bit, just kind of hanging down. Why do I like it? Like, what? I wasn't expecting this.
I actually like literally did this as like a bit of a joke. Well, not a joke, but I just was really curious to see how it would look, and I wasn't expecting to actually like it, and I could completely be alone in this.
But I think it looks good, and I think it is giving off the street style vibe. Maybe it's not like perfect to the aesthetic, but like I'm pretty satisfied with this. Now I think it's just time to give her some more accessories. I really hope I'm not overhyping this right now and you guys aren't all just thinking that this is the ugliest thing you've ever seen. In here I have some different shoes, and I'm thinking honestly these ones are just the way to go. They are definitely worn out. I painted them at one time and then the paint kind of just wore off, but you won't really be seeing all that anyways. They're also definitely like 5 sizes too big for the doll, but we aren't gonna talk about it because it still looks just fine. And I definitely feel like those fit the streetwear style. For jewelry, which I like to keep in here, I'm thinking a necklace would definitely just make the neck area too busy, but I definitely want to pick out some earrings. I'm thinking maybe just these really tiny gold hoops. Nothing too crazy. As for sunglasses, I have 3 different options here, okay? Option number 1, option number 2, and these really funky little black and white ones, which I feel like will either be the best things ever or literally horrible. Is this horrible or is it good? Now I'm just questioning my entire like sense of fashion, honestly. Okay, yeah, realistically, I feel like maybe these are just doing too much. I'm thinking option number 1 might be the way to go. The sunglasses can also go up in her hair, which might be a little bit better as of now because I do want to see her face. Okay, and as for like a purse or a bag, I honestly feel like this one over here, I don't know how she would hold it though. Okay, and here is the final street style aesthetic look. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a rating from 1 to 10, what you would rate this. Personally, for how well it goes with the aesthetic, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. And all of these aesthetics do range so much, as in like street style can honestly mean a bunch of different things, and it's kind of just how you interpret it to some extent. But again, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about it and how well you think I matched the aesthetic. Now, the next style aesthetic that we're gonna attempt to recreate in miniature is coquette. It's actually a super popular aesthetic that's basically just like pink and white and lots of bows, and also with a bit of a hint of like vintage. So with that in mind, we're gonna try to recreate it. Using this doll, I think she will fit the aesthetic well, and actually the dress that she's currently wearing already kind of gives coquette vibes. Also, is it coquette or coquette? I don't really know exactly how to say it, but I say coquette. We're just gonna assume that that's the correct way to say it.
Coquette.
But the dress she's wearing right now definitely like already kind of gives the vibes that we need, but I want to get a little bit more creative with this and not just give her like a dress and call it a day. Now, I'm very set on the idea of a skirt, so I'm gonna go through my long skirts and my short skirts here and seeing if anything is really standing out to me. Basically, I'm just drawn towards anything pink and white here. And I feel like any of these skirts could fit the aesthetic, but they're not quite right. Luckily, I actually just made my own. I know I said I wanted to try to do this with things that I already have, and you can't tell me like this isn't the perfect skirt for this aesthetic. And if you don't know the aesthetic, just trust me, it is, okay? It's perfect. So yeah, I already knew I wasn't gonna pick any of these ones. That was just all for show. So let's take this dress off and I'm gonna put on this skirt. Like, this skirt is literally so perfect for the vibes. It has that vintage kind of look to it. It's white and it has a pink little bow on it. But now I want to figure out what top she should wear. So I dug through my tops and I just kind of picked out a few different white ones because I feel like that will go best with the skirt and what I have planned yet to come. So out of these 3, this one's like a little bodysuit actually. I don't know, I feel like we're just gonna have to experiment around here. I kind of forgot how cute this thing is. It's very like basic, but I made this myself a while ago and it's kind of good. It's cute, but I don't know if it's what we're going for exactly. I feel like this is just too much lace going on. Okay, as basic as this top is, I feel like it might be the way to go. Now I have this little jacket here, which is so adorable, pink and has flowers over it. It's actually that same material as like this dress that you saw earlier, and I think it'll just help complete this look so much. Change of plans. The long sleeve shirt did not fit well underneath this jacket, so I gave her this like old ratty tank top. It's honestly in such rough condition, like it just looks beat up. And you would think if I had the patience to make this skirt out of nowhere that I would have the patience to be able to remake this shirt. That's much easier, but I don't, and I don't feel like doing that, so we're gonna keep it. And we're just gonna kind of cover it up a little bit. I do have this idea to kind of distract from this ugly neckline though. I have this like random just string of little pearls, and I feel like we could just cut off a section and just like wrap it around the doll's neck and then like glue the 2 ends to make a little pearl necklace that I feel like will help distract from the ugly shirt. And because I feel like we need more bows, I have this little ribbon here that I'm gonna kind of tie to her little braided piece in her hair there. And I did that on both sides. Like, they're not the cutest, prettiest little bows ever. Voiceover Ava here. I don't know what the heck I'm going on about. These things are literally adorable. I'm gonna give her this really tiny pearl bracelet. As for earrings, I don't actually have like a good little pearl stud, which I feel like would be best in this case. So I'm gonna cut off 2 little pearls from this like pearl ribbon thing. And I'm just using the smallest dot of glue to glue it to her ears. And I used such a small drop of glue that kind of had some time to dry that when I take these off, it won't actually damage any of the plastic. I also found literally the most perfect knee-high socks. Like, these will literally be perfect for this. This definitely goes with the aesthetic. As for shoes, I didn't really remember to factor in that this is a tall Barbie and she's wearing socks, so the options are kind of limited. I would have loved to give her some cute little pink shoes like this or something along the lines of this, but I think realistically, the best we're gonna get are these little white ankle boots that still don't really fit on very well. It's not great. And you know what? I think it might just be best to just not have any shoes at all, honestly. I think the socks are just going to act as the shoes, I guess. As for purses, I'm thinking either this little mini brands fashion purse that's literally adorable, like it's a little perfume bottle thing, and it's actually just the cutest thing ever. Like, are you kidding me? Ah, no! Okay, she doesn't want to hold it right now, but we can just envision it, okay? Like, that's cute, right? However, I do think it takes a little bit away from the coquette. So for this specific aesthetic, maybe not. And I actually have a purse back here on the shelf that might be better. It's just this white little Chanel purse I got from an Etsy shop called Dollsy Doll. And I think it will go really nicely, especially because the coquette style does often revolve around like designer brands as well. So let's give her that. Yeah, I think that's cute. And okay, this is the final look, I think, for the coquette aesthetic. I love the way I was able to utilize the bows and pearls throughout the outfit, as I think those are kind of staples for the look, as well as like the lace too. And the color schemes all matching up. I think it suits this doll particularly super well. And I'm really proud of this, guys. Also, just the fact that I made the skirt that I think literally fits this style perfectly. I think I'm gonna give her an 8 out of 10, mainly because I'm not a huge fan of the top that we end up using, and she doesn't have any shoes. Okay, looking back, I have to give her a 9 out of 10. I don't care. But other than that, I think she turned out pretty well. Again, don't forget to let me know what you would rate this aesthetic coquette outfit yourself. The next aesthetic that we're gonna style a doll in is classy. And I'm really excited for this one because I have a specific dress in mind that I ordered from an Etsy shop called House of Izzy a while back now. And I've been looking for an excuse to finally open these clothes up, and today we're gonna do it because there's at least one dress in here that will definitely fit the aesthetic. Anyways, I absolutely love their shop, so definitely check them out. It looks like they also sent me some extra stuff here as well, so I'm just super excited about it. And although not everything here might be classified as classy, I just want to open everything up right now because I've been waiting for an excuse to do this, okay? Okay, this first one is the only one out of all these clothes that I have already opened up before. I did just stick it back in the packaging just for the sake of opening up again in this video, but this is one outfit that I have already opened up. The only one I did open up, and I will admit to that. Like, look how adorable this is. I've already seen this one on Emily before, and you guys probably have too, but it's just so cute, and this color is everything. I also just love that these pants are flared pants at the bottom. Those are just so fun and definitely very much in style right now. Okay, but now everything else we're about to look at, I have not taken out of the packaging before. This is adorable. This looks so good. It's a 3-piece set. We have the 2 pieces for the top and then this nice long maxi skirt. This looks so good, especially on this doll. Like, what? I am in love with that. And I also have talked to the seller, and any sort of like coloring that you might see on the pieces, like any sort of lines like this, are easily removed by just ironing the pieces, so those aren't like actually permanently there. That's just what they use to kind of trace out the design, and that's how you know it's handmade, and it's incredible that it is because it's gorgeous. Okay, I genuinely have no idea what's in here because this is something from their new collection and not something that I ordered, so they just sent this to me for free. And while we're at it, I'm gonna also open up this other piece here that is again from their new collection and not something that I ordered. I'm getting blown away time after time here. This is so cute. We have this long sleeve kind of off the shoulder top, and can I just like point out the fact that I love that these sleeves are like extra long because I love the look of them getting bunched up at the wrist, and I feel like that attention to detail is so good, and I just know that was something that was intentionally done. This little skirt is also just so cute, so simple, but like so adorable. Oh my gosh, and they have these little slits on the side. We have another new collection piece here, which says it can fit a regular, curvy, and tall Barbie, and also a Ken doll, which is so awesome. Oh my gosh, it's like a long trench coat. I'm not sure if this is the particular kind of outfit I would pair this with normally, but I just kind of threw it on top of it right now. But this looks so cute. I absolutely love it. It is a trench coat and the fabric feels so nice, and these little buttons are killing me. They're so cute. Okay, this one here, I believe I did order myself. I honestly can't remember right now, but it doesn't say new collection on it, and that probably means that I ordered this one myself. This is just a really cute turtleneck, and again, these lines will just easily disappear if I iron this material. Okay, and now for the two dresses that I think will fit the classy aesthetic perfectly, and I cannot wait to take a closer look at these. Oh, and it looks like there's a little necklace in there too. That's so cute. And there's a necklace in this one as well. Like, stop. They're not even on the doll yet, and I can just tell these are gonna be so gorgeous. Here's the pink dress, and it is gorgeous. It fits so nice and snug to the doll, and I absolutely love it. I think the color is also just so pretty. As for the necklaces, however, they're not actually stretchy, so I assume the only way to really get them on is by taking the doll's head off, putting it on, and then putting the doll's head back on. And I'm not a huge fan of like doing casual head swaps all the time, so I don't really want to do that right now, but we can just envision it. We can just imagine how it would look, and it would look great. And here's the black dress, exact same idea, but in black, and I think I might actually like the black one a little bit better. And same thing with the necklace, we can just envision how it would look. And I feel like that would look so good. It almost does tempt me to take the doll's head off, but I just know that I shouldn't. Now, as for which dress we should use for the classy look, as much fun as the pink one is, I think the black one does give off more classy vibes. So we're gonna use this doll and we're gonna just style her a little bit more to complete the classy look. At first, I was kind of thinking that we should go with gold as the jewelry for this look, because I often go with gold because I do prefer gold over silver most of the time. But then I remembered this little tiny, like, chain jewelry thing that my cousin Annika gave me, along with a bunch of other mini jewelry stuff she made for the dolls, which was just so sweet of her. I just think this will make the most classy, gorgeous necklace ever. But since there is no clasp, I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to hold this together. For earrings, it's between these leaf earrings and these silver hoops. As much as I do love the leaves, I do think the silver hoops are just kind of more of that classy look, so we might just not go with the leaf. Okay, there's been a slight change of plans. I actually cannot get this other earring in to save my life. Like, it's gonna break. It's literally gonna break if I try to force this in anymore. And that's just because the original hole in her ear shrunk down a lot. And for whatever reason on this side, I just can't push this larger earring into her ear without breaking it. So looks like it's gonna be the leaves after all. As for a bracelet, I'm gonna just give her this silver bracelet over top of her sleeve. And then looking through my belts, I am going to choose this silver one and just wrap it around the doll's waist, securing it in the back. And you know what, now that I look at it, I think this bracelet is just doing too much. Okay, for purses, I'm thinking either this little Chanel bag or this little Chanel bag, which is just basically smaller and has a longer chain. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this one, which is kind of like beat up looking, but I do really like the look of the chain. And then for shoes, I just have these black little strappy open-toed heels that are just perfect in my opinion. Okay, here's the final classy aesthetic look. And I do really like how it turned out, but I think I'm gonna have to give this one a 7 or 7.5 out of 10, because I just feel like the silver hoop earrings would have looked better than these silver leaf earrings here. And I guess I just feel like it's just not the most exciting, which maybe is part of what the aesthetic is, but I just wouldn't rate this one as high. Definitely still really like it. I love the dress, and I love that necklace. The next aesthetic is dark academia. Again, it probably just sounds like a foreign word to those of you who aren't into the fashion world. It's very much school preppy vibes with dark colors, trench coats, skirts, collared shirts, and so on. And we're gonna style Nicole in this aesthetic. To start, for lots of different outfits, you'll see a collared white shirt kind of peeking out of something else, and I've just been looking for an excuse to use this shirt because I absolutely love it. This was sent to me from Dollsy Doll, and I just think it's so cute and realistic looking. Then I also have this little brown sweater here that I think will just look really good on top. And then I just make sure to pull out the little white collar on the top, which is necessary for this to work. As for bottoms, I'm definitely thinking a skirt. As much as I love the skirt with this kind of like pattern on it and this texture, it's not really going great with the sweater, so I don't think we're gonna use this one. Okay, but I'm also not a huge fan of this one either. This is just a leather, like longer skirt, and I was hoping that this was gonna be the one that I would like, but I really don't. It's not really doing what I want it to do. I guess there's this one, which again, I'm not loving. I like it more than the other leather skirt, but it's kind of like almost too frilly, but it might just be our best option here. I'm thinking maybe some fishnets will help this out. Okay, you know what? That actually definitely helped a lot. And I'm trying to decide if I should tuck over the sweater in the front here. Okay, I think I actually found out the elite strategy. I'm gonna leave this tucked up and I'm going to give her a little belt. And now, as much as I'd love to give her a trench coat, it's just not gonna work with like the thickness of how many layers she's got going on already. Okay, wait, and I actually just quickly tried putting the trench coat on off camera because I wasn't expecting it to actually work, but I literally taped down the sweater so that it wouldn't get bunched up in the sleeves, and it kind of worked. For shoes, I just have some black boots that are gonna fit kind of snug with the fishnets, but they do work. And I think those definitely match the aesthetic. For earrings, I have these cute little gold hoops, another thing made and gifted to me by my cousin Annika. She's definitely looking a little stiff with all the layers going on, but I don't know, let's give her a backpack. Okay, and I definitely have to give her a book to hold in her hand as well, because I feel like that just is so fitting. Now let's all just take a moment to take in the full outfit with the trench coat and everything all together before I take it off. I definitely really like the trench coat. I like the look of it, but it just makes the doll so stiff and she just looks uncomfortable. And yeah, as much as I love the trench coat, she just looks a lot more like comfy here, and not like she's suffocating from a million layers of clothing. I also really like the backpack just on one shoulder like that. And honestly, the look just like this is really nice as well. Maybe even better. Oh, I also don't know if I should give her some glasses. I have these gold ones here, and they're kind of cute. They're just a little bit like small for her face. I kind of like them. I just do wish they were a bit bigger. So this is the final dark academia aesthetic look on the dolls, and I think I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. I really do like this. Points taken away from the glasses being a little bit too small and the skirt not being like exactly what I wanted. And I do think it might be a 9 with the trench coat on, maybe even a 9.5. And that's just in regards to how accurate it is to the aesthetic. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Wait, this is like so last minute, but what if we gave her a little fedora? Is that great or is that horrible? Okay, I'm gonna take the fedora away, but let me know if you guys like it. We're gonna take it away though. And here are all the aesthetic girls lined up side by side, and I absolutely love them. I'm so happy with how each of them turned out. But I would say my final rating for all of these is a 7 over here, 8.5, 9, and 8. I realize those are all very high numbers and I'm quite biased, so that's why I need your guys' opinion in the comments below. This was honestly such a fun time for me. I love fashion and I love all the different kind of aesthetics, and there are so many more that we could dress some dolls in. So if you want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know. And let me know which specific aesthetics you would want to see next. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can become part of the hashtag DD Squad. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!